I was dragging through the night, heart feeling out of place, asking God if he still hears when I whisper through the weight. Ran to him with all my doubts, hoping he would steady me. Storms were throwing punches, trying hard to finish me, but his calm pulled in like sunrise after long cold hours. I felt strength I couldn't name, rising with his gentle power. He reminded me he's near, never distant from my pain. So I lean into his promise, knowing loss won't be in vain. I trust in his care, even when the path feels rough. Holding to his truth when the journey feels too much. He covers every step, gives my spirit room to breathe. Carries what I can when the world aims to deceive. I trust in his care, he's my shelter when I shake. He restores my heart whenever everything feels fake. He keep me standing firm when the pressure fills the air. I'm walking in his love cause I trust in his care. I remember lonely seasons when my hope was running thin. Didn't know which way to turn, felt the battle closing in. Thought I'd drown beneath the noise, but he lifted up my head. Spoke a peace into my chest, louder than the lies I fed. Said I'm fighting for your life, don't surrender to the dark. And I felt his presence wrap around the fractures in my heart. Gave me courage to push on, even when the road was tight. Now I move with quiet confidence, walking with his light. I trust in his care, even when the path feels rough. Holding to his truth when the dream feels too much. He covers every step, gives my spirit room to breathe. Carries what I can when the world aims to deceive. I trust in his care, he's my shelter when I shake. He restores my heart whenever everything feels fake. He keep me standing firm when the pressure fills the air. I'm walking in his love cause I trust in his care. Some days I feel exhausted like my strength is leaking out, but he whispers fresh assurance when my faith is filled with doubt. Shows me mercy I don't earn, picks me up from where I fall. Guides me through the hardest times, answering my faintest call. Every lesson grows me stronger even when it aches to learn. And his grace keeps showing up in the moments when I yearn for a break from all the trials, trying hard to cloud my view. Yet he clears my sight with kindness, making all things new. I trust in his care, even when the path feels rough. Holding to his truth when the journey feels too much. He covers every step, gives my spirit room to breathe. Carries what I can when the world aims to deceive. I trust in his care, he's my shelter when I shake. He restores my heart whenever everything feels fake. He keep me standing firm when the pressure fills the air. I'm walking in his love cause I trust in his care. Now I'm learning not to panic when the future feels unclear, cause he leads with quiet wisdom, calming every hidden fear. Shows me purpose in the struggle, turning chaos into growth. And he fills me with assurance when I'm questioning my oath. To keep following his voice even when the climb is steep, knowing he will hold my soul when the work can grant me peace. So I rise with steady breathing, anchored by his faithful hand. Living proof his love outlast anything I'll ever stand. I trust in his care, even when the path feels rough. Holding to his truth when the journey feels too much. He covers every step, gives my spirit room to breathe. Carries what I can when the world aims to deceive. I trust in his care, he's my shelter when I shake. He restores my heart whenever everything feels fake. He keep me standing firm when the pressure fills the air. I'm walking in his love cause I trust in his care. He guard my spirit when I'm fragile and unsure. He keep my heart be steady, making wounded places pure. He reminds me I'm protected even when the storms appear. He strengthens every weakness, wiping out each trace of fear. He rebuilds the parts I ruined when I drifted far away. He lifts me back to purpose, showing me a brighter way. He proves that love is constant, never fading in the night. He brings me restoration, turning darkness into light. I trust in his care, even when the path feels rough. Holding to his truth when the journey feels too much. He covers every step, gives my spirit room to breathe. Carries what I can when the world aims to deceive. I trust in his care, he's my shelter when I shake. He restores my heart whenever everything feels fake. He keep me standing firm when the pressure fills the air. I'm walking in his love cause I trust in his care. He's the calm that holds me steady. He's the peace when life feels heavy. He's the strength that gets me through. He's the hope that pulls me new. He's a voice that calls me higher. He's the breath that lights my fire. He's the love I can't compare. I'll always trust in his care.
I've carried quiet storms that nobody ever saw. Nights when my thoughts got loud and I felt like I might fall. I kept trying to stand on strength that never held me long, till I whispered for help and he showed me where I belong. I felt his calm reaching fame, settling what I could name. Found peace in a place that once only carried blame. I realize I'm known even when my voice feels small. He lifts what crushes me and he never lets me crawl. Jesus bear my pain when I can't handle the weight. He steps into my hurt and turns it into something great. When I feel lost inside, he reminds me I'm not alone. He walks beside my steps with confidence becomes my own. He fills my empty space with comfort I can't explain. He wipes away the pressure sitting heavy in my brain. Every time I break, he rebuilds me with gentle hands. Jesus bears my pain and he teaches me how to stand. I pray with trembling thoughts, hoping he would hear. And every single time he answered with steady cheer. He didn't judge my cracks, he held me just as I am. Show mercy in moments when I didn't have a plan. He carried fears I hid deep inside my chest and taught me how to breathe when life refused to rest. He turned my weary nights into mornings lined with light, proving every battle ends when he steps into the fight. Jesus bears my pain when I can't handle the weight. He steps into my hurt and turns it into something great. When I feel lost inside, he reminds me I'm not alone. He walks beside my steps with comfort has become my own. He fills my empty space with comfort I can't explain. He wipes away the pressure sitting heavy in my brain. Every time I break, he rebuilds me with gentle hands. Jesus bears my pain and he teaches me how to stand. There were days I felt stuck, like I never move ahead, but he breathed hope into places I thought were already dead. He gave strength to push through thoughts that used to drain, and told me I'm valued even when I felt only strained. He lifted burdens I thought would stay for all my days, and turned every setback into proof of his healing ways. He shaped courage in me where fear used to stay, and showed that his promise never fades away. Jesus bears my pain when I can't handle the weight. He steps into my hurt and turns it into something great. When I feel lost inside, he reminds me I'm not alone. He walks beside my steps with confidence becomes my own. He fills my empty space with comfort I can't explain. He wipes away the pressure sitting heavy in my brain. Every time I break, he rebuilds me with gentle hands. Jesus bears my pain and he teaches me how to stand. I've seen his grace cover moments I try to forget. He gave me courage to rise even when my eyes were wet. He reshaped my trust when life felt too hard to bear, and pulled me back to hope with tenderness and care. He steadied my shaking heart when it stumbled again. Spoke peace into places once crowded with strength. He stayed faithful even when I felt worn and drained, proving every part of me is held and sustained. Jesus bears my pain when I can't handle the weight. He steps into my hurt and turns it into something great. When I feel lost inside, he reminds me I'm not alone. He walks beside my steps with confidence becomes my own. He fills my empty space with comfort I can't explain. He wipes away the pressure sitting heavy in my brain. Every time I break, he rebuilds me with gentle hands. Jesus bears my pain and he teaches me how to stand. He gathers every ache and turns it into steady ground. He quiets restless noise till only his truth is found. He reaches into wounds I didn't know how to share, and pulls me into strength with unwavering care. He comforts every doubt, trying hard to linger near. He replaces heavy thoughts with calm that feels clear. He shows me who I am through a love that never fades, and walks beside my steps through all the nights and days. Jesus bears my pain when I can't handle the weight. He steps into my hurt and turns it into something great. When I feel lost inside, he reminds me I'm not alone. He walks beside my steps with comfort, this becomes my own. He fills my empty space with comfort I can't explain. He wipes away the pressure sitting heavy in my brain. Every time I break, he rebuilds me with gentle hands. Jesus bears my pain and he teaches me how to stand. He stays close when I stumble and holds me through strain. He brings peace to the moments that once only felt plain. He guides my steps onward with strength that remains. He proves with every breath that his love never wanes. He lifts my weary heart till I rise once again. He steadies my path with patience that has no end. He fills my days with hope that nothing can drain, and I trust him completely, for Jesus bears my pain.
I was waking up heavy, heart shaking in a down light. Trying to keep moving through my chest, felt tight. Opened up the scriptures just to find a little calm. Found a promise in Isaiah that my fear won't last long. Said he lifts up the weary when the road gets rough. Said his power shows strongest when I feel not enough. So I whispered a prayer, asked him to steady my soul. And the peace that he gave made the broken places whole. I get strength from his word when I feel undone. Every verse hits my spirit like the rising sun. When the pressure get loud and I slip off track, he reminds me in grace that he's got my back. I've been carried through storms that should've knocked me down, but his truth held me firm so I didn't drown. Now I stand here renewed with my heart restored, cause the healing I need always lies in his word. I remember cold nights when I questioned my life, wondered if I'd be alright, if I see past the strife. Then the psalm spoke hope like a voice in the rain, told me joy comes in time even after the pain. So I learned not to hide when the shadows feel deep. He's a shepherd who watches even when I can't sleep. When I lean on his truth instead of leaning on fear, every doubt that once ruled started fading. From here I get strength from his word when I feel undone. Every verse hits my spirit like the rising sun. When the pressure get loud and I slip off track, he reminds me in grace that he got my back. I've been carried through storms that should've knocked me down, but his truth held me firm so I didn't drown. Now I stand here renewed with my heart restored, cause the healing I need always lives in his word. There were seasons I stumbled, felt ashamed of my fault. Thought my failures were louder than his mercy's call, but the gospel reminded me he still draws near. He's an anchor of love that replaces my fear. So I walked out the guilt, left the shame in the past. Let his promises rise, let him hold me fast. Now I move with a calm that I didn't earn, just the grace of a father who helps me return. I get strength from his word when I feel undone. Every verse hits my spirit like the rising sun. When the pressure get loud and I slip off track, he reminds me in grace that he got my back. I've been carried through storms that should've knocked me down, but his truth held me firm so I didn't drown. Now I stay here renewed with my heart restored, cause the healing I need always lies in his word. Now I'm learning to stand even when nights are long. Let his truth be my rhythm, let his hope be my song. Every promise he made keeps my courage alive. In the darkest of moments his light helps me thrive. When confusion surrounds I go back to the page where his wisdom rewrites every fear, every rage. And I rise with new fire that I didn't deserve, but it came from the life in the scriptures I serve. I get strength from his word when I feel undone. Every verse hits my spirit like the rising sun. When the pressure get loud and I slip off track, he reminds me in grace that he got my back. I've been carried through storms that should've knocked me down, but his truth held me firm so I didn't drown. Now I stand here renewed with my heart restored, cause the healing I need always lives in his word. When I'm lost in the noise he speaks calm to me. When I'm low on belief he restores what I need. When the weight of the world tries to steal my breath, he reminds me he conquered even fear of death. Every chapter I read lifts the hurt from me. Every promise he wrote sets my spirit free. And I know I'll keep growing as I hold his truth. Every step that I take he will guide me through. I get strength from his word when I feel undone. Every verse hits my spirit like the rising sun. When the pressure get loud and I slip off track, he reminds me in grace that he got my back. I've been carried through storms that should've knocked me down, but his truth held me firm so I didn't drown. Now I stand here renewed with my heart restored, cause the healing I need always lives in his word. So I'm holding his truth as my daily guide. With his love in my chest I don't run or hide. When the world turns cold I stay rooted deep in the hope that he promised my soul could keep. Every moment I breathe I recall what's true, that his strength is enough to pull me through. And no matter the season I'm safe in his care, cause his word is the shelter that meets me there.
I walked through nights that almost stole my strength. Felt shadows whisper things that drain my breath. But even when the pressure made my vision shake, I sense his presence pulling me from every ache. I learned his promise doesn't fade when storms appear. His word kept speaking when my heart was full of fear. I leaned on grace when everything felt hard to face, and found he guides me even when I move at weakest pace. There's hope in his will when the valley gets deep. There's peace in his voice when I struggle to sleep. He lifts up my hands when they're heavy and numb. He steadies my steps when confusion wants to come. There's rest in his truth when the world feels loud. There's strength in His love when I can't stand proud. He carries my burdens when I can't stay still. Yeah, everything changes when I trust His will. Some days I question why the healing felt slow, why certain answers took their time to show. But He kept reminding me that waiting builds faith, and every delay still carries perfect grace. I found a purpose rising where I felt defeat. He shaped my journey even when the path felt incomplete. I stopped depending on what my eyes could see, and learned His timing still protects and set me free. There's hope in His will when the valley gets deep. There's peace in His voice when I struggle to sleep. He lifts up my hands when they're heavy and numb. He steadies my steps when confusion wants to come. There's rest in His truth when the world feels loud. There's strength in His love when I can't stand proud. He carries my burdens when I can't stay still. Yeah, everything changes when I trust His will. I felt His comfort in the silence of the dawn. He showed me mercy when my courage felt gone. He pulled me upward when I stumbled inside. He taught me honesty so nothing could hide. He changed my outlook when I feared I'd fall. He made me stronger though I once felt small. He held me gently when my faith was thin, and opened doors I never knew I'd walk in. There's hope in His will when the valley gets deep. There's peace in His voice when I struggle to sleep. He lifts up my hands when they're heavy and numb. He steadies my steps when confusion wants to come. There's rest in His truth when the world feels loud. There's strength in His love when I can't stand proud. He carries my burdens when I can't stay still. Yeah, everything changes when I trust His will. Now I'm grateful for the trials that shape my view. They made me notice how His faithfulness stays true. I learned revival doesn't need a perfect day. It starts when weakness chooses Him anyway. He showed me kindness in the places I broke. He gave me clarity when my future felt small. Now every heartbeat is a sign that He heals, and every new step shows a hope that He's sealed. There's hope in His will when the valley gets deep. There's peace in His voice when I struggle to sleep. He lifts up my hands when they're heavy and numb. He steadies my steps when confusion wants to come. There's rest in His truth when the world feels loud. There's strength in His love when I can't stand proud. He carries my burdens when I can't stay still. Yeah, everything changes when I trust His will. When I feel lost, He reminds me I'm held. When I feel weak, He shows strength that compels. When I feel low, He restores what I lack. When I feel hurt, He speaks peace to bring me back. When I feel doubt, He anchors me in truth. When I feel worn, He renews me like you. When I feel stuck, He directs every turn. When I feel risk, He gives courage to learn. There's hope in His will when the valley gets deep. There's peace in His voice when I struggle to sleep. He lifts up my hands when they're heavy and numb. He steadies my steps when confusion wants to come. There's rest in His truth when the world feels loud. There's strength in His love when I can't stand proud. He carries my burdens when I can't stay still. Yeah, everything changes when I trust His will. I'm walking forward with a heart He rebuilt, and every breath now draws me closer to His will. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I was walking through a season I couldn't understand. Heart heavy, but I knew He still held my hand. Nights long, felt the weight pressing on my chest. Tried praying with a voice shaking from the stress, but His whisper kept me steady when my hope felt thin. Said lean on me cause the battle never yours to win. So I breathed in peace that didn't match what I saw, and trusted His promise would quiet every storm. I'm holding faith against the dark even when the rain pours. He's the strength in my steps when I feel unsure. Light breaking through the clouds no matter how far, cause the Savior walks with me where the shadows are. When the fear tries telling me I won't rise, He reminds me He already paid that price. So I stand on truth even when the night feels large. Yeah, I'm holding faith against the dark. Some days I woke up
tired from the battles inside, trying hard to believe what his words apply. But his grace found the places I didn't show, pulled me out of thoughts that tried stealing my soul. I learned peace isn't something the world can give, it's the gift that teaches broken hearts how to live. So I stepped out slowly, letting him rebuild, trusting his mercy would carry what I couldn't feel. I'm holding faith against the dark even when the rain pours. He's the strength in my steps when I feel unsure, light breaking through the clouds no matter how far. Cause the Savior walks with me where the shadows are. When the fear tries telling me I won't rise, he reminds me he already paid that price. So I stand on truth even when the night feels lost. Yeah, I'm holding faith against the dark. Sometimes healing comes slower than I planned, but it's time to keep me safer than my own hands. I've seen doors close just to guide me to a better way, seen them turn my quiet cries into brighter days. And when memories try dragging me to old pain, he replaced every burden with a brand new strength. So now I face the unknown with a calmer mind, knowing every step forward is a step designed. I'm holding faith against the dark when the rain pours. He's the strength in my steps when I feel unsure, light breaking through the clouds no matter how far. Cause the Savior walks with me where the shadows are. When the fear tries telling me I won't rise, he reminds me he already paid that price. So I stand on truth even when the night feels large. Yeah, I'm holding faith against the dark. I learned joy isn't loud, sometimes it's still form when his peace begins to shape my will. And though the world try to pull my heart away, he keeps reminding me he's the source of my stay. When my strength fades, his love fills the space. When I lose direction, he steadies my pace. So I keep trusting him with all I can see, knowing every moment he's fighting for me. I'm holding faith against the dark and when the rain pours. He's the strength in my steps when I feel unsure, light breaking through the clouds no matter how far. Cause the Savior walks with me where the shadows are. When the fear tries telling me I won't rise, he reminds me he already paid that price. So I stand on truth even when the night feels large. Yeah, I'm holding faith against the dark. When the weight feels heavy and the peace runs thin, when the night stretches longer than it's ever been, I remember he's near even when I can't feel. And every wound is a place his love can heal. I rely on his promise more than what I see. Let his hope break chains quietly inside me. He's an anchor that holds when the storm hits hard, and a light that leads faith against the dark. I'm holding faith against the dark and when the rain pours. He's the strength in my steps when I feel unsure, light breaking through the clouds no matter how far. Cause the Savior walks with me where the shadows are. When the fear tries telling me I won't rise, he reminds me he already paid that price. So I stand on truth even when the night feels large. And I'm holding faith again. So I'll keep walking forward with this calm in my chest, knowing every new dawn brings a proof I'm blessed. Even when life hits harder than I expect, his goodness shows up in ways I never suspect. And no matter what tries pulling me apart, my faith will stay lifted against the dark.
Yeah, I was drifting through nights that felt cold on my chest, trying hard to keep steady while carrying stress. Found a verse about shelter when storms start to rise. It reminded me gently he guards every side. So I whispered my worry, he lifted the weight. Let compassion surround me and quiet the hate. Now the shadows that chase me don't run like before, cause his presence keeps showing there's always much more. There's peace in his kingdom, relief for the one, where the heavy find comfort and courage reborn, where the anxious can settle and breathe for a while, where the hurting gain strength to keep walking each mile, where a trembling heart learns it can lean on his name, where forgiveness unchains what once carried shame, where the weary find calm, know the journey feels long. There's peace in his kingdom, that's where I've been learning that mercy can rebuild a life, even after mistakes cut the spirit like knives. Every moment I stumble, he pulls me again, with a patience that shows me how healing begins. No pretending I'm perfect, he knows what I lack, yet his promise assures me he welcomes me back. So I stand in his grace when I struggle inside, and his truth keeps on teaching my soul how to rise. There's peace in his kingdom, relief for the one, where the heavy find comfort and courage reborn, where the anxious
anxious can't settle and breathe for a while, where the hurting gains strength to keep walking each mile, where a trembling heart learns it can lean on his name, where forgiveness unchanged what once carried shame, where the weary find calm though the journey feels long. There's peace in his kingdom, that's where Bob. In the silence he answers with gentle advice, bringing clarity forward like morning sunlight. When the pressure gets louder than hope in my mind, he reminds me his promise won't leave me behind. Through the noise of my failures he calls me to stand, and I feel reassurance when reaching his hand. So I follow his guidance though I don't know how, but I trust in his purpose that's shaping me now. There's peace in his kingdom, relief for the one, where the heavy find comfort and courage reborn, where the anxious can't settle and breathe for a while, where the hurting gains strength to keep walking each mile, where a trembling heart learns it can lean on his name, where forgiveness unchanged what once carried shame, where the weary find calm though the journey feels long. There's peace in his kingdom, that's where I remember the moments I felt like I break, when my heart carried burdens too heavy to shake, yet he stepped in with wisdom that settled my fear, and a quiet assurance his love stays sincere. Now I move with a confidence rooted in him. Every chapter reminds me redemption begins with a savior who listens to every deep ache, and a hope that keeps teaching my spirit to wake. There's peace in his kingdom, relief for the one, where the heavy find comfort and courage reborn, where the anxious can't settle and breathe for a while, where the hurting gains strength to keep walking each mile, where a trembling heart learns it can lean on his name, where forgiveness unchanged what once carried shame, where the weary find calm though the journey feels long. There's peace in his kingdom, that's where I belong. When the valley grows darker he lights up the way, when my courage feels fragile he strengthens my state, when the world feels unstable he steadies my stance, when my hope feels uncertain he gives it a chance, when confusion surrounds me he clears every lie, when I question my future he shows I'll get by, when the weight feels unending he lifts it with care, when I look at his goodness I know he is there. There's peace in his kingdom, relief for the one, where the heavy find comfort and courage reborn, where the anxious can't settle and breathe for a while, where the hurting gains strength to keep walking each mile, where a trembling heart learns it can lean on his name, where forgiveness unchanged what once carried shame, where the weary find calm though the journey feels long. There's peace in his kingdom, that's where I belong. Where I belong. Where I belong, that's where I belong, hey. And I walk with assurance, his promise is true. Every breath is a witness of what he can do. In the middle of troubles I lean on his voice, cause his love gives us stillness that guides every choice. So wherever he leads me I'll follow his call, knowing peace in his kingdom can carry it all. With a heart full of gratitude, steady and strong, I will rest in his presence where my soul belongs. That's where I belong. That's where I belong. That's where I belong.
I was walking through a season I cannot explain. Pressure on my chest like a never-ending strain. Silent in my room, fighting thoughts in my brain. Trying to trust the truth that your love still remains. When the nights fell heavy and the daylight dim, I reached for your promise though my strength was slim. You lifted up my spirit when my hope grew thin. You showed me you were working in the spaces within. Your hand delivered when the weight won't move. Your hand delivered when my heart needs proof. Your hand delivered when the storms break through. Your hand delivered when I'm lost in the truth. Your hand delivered when the tears run long. Your hand delivers and you make me strong. Your hand delivers and it's been so real. Your hand delivers and you help me, yeah. I remember feeling cornered with no voice to shout. Trying to breathe steady while my peace ran out. Thought I'd fall apart from the shadows of doubt, but you stepped in gently, turned my fear around. You reminded me daily that you stayed near. You whispered courage when my thoughts felt unclear. You covered my footsteps and dismissed my fear. You carried every burden that I couldn't bear. Your hand delivered when the weight won't move. Your hand delivered when my heart needs proof. Your hand delivered when the storms break through. Your hand delivered when I'm lost in the truth. Your hand delivered when the tears run
edge far with no sign of light. I've known moments where I struggle just to fight, but you reached inside my chaos, pulled me alright, and gave me common places, nothing felt right. You reminded me, Jenny, that you never leave. You steadied every breath when I try to breathe. You planted quiet strength that I couldn't see. You shape a better path meant to carry me. Your hand deliver when the weight won't move. Your hand deliver when my heart needs proof. Your hand deliver when the storms break through. Your hand deliver when I'm lost in the truth. Your hand delivers when the tears run long. Your hand delivers and you make me strong. Your hand delivers and it's been so real. Your hand delivers and you help me. Now I'm learning how to walk with a lifted mind, trusting you in moments I once feared to find. Keeping close to every promise that you designed. Holding on to peace that you may refine. You keep guiding me forward without losing pace. You keep pouring out strength through your steady grace. You keep shaping my heart in a quiet place. You keep showing me mercy I'll never replace. Your hand deliver when the weight won't move. Your hand deliver when my heart needs proof. Your hand deliver when the storms break through. Your hand deliver when I'm lost in the truth. Your hand deliver when the tears run long. Your hand delivers and you make me strong. Your hand delivers and it's been so real. Your hand delivers and you help me heal. Yeah. When I look back now, I can see your care. Every hidden moment when you met me there. Every silent battle where you heard my prayer. Every broken thought you refused to spare. Every fragile moment you restore my soul. Every shaking step you made, oh. Every quiet whisper pulling me through. Every single second I belong to you. Your hand deliver when the weight won't move. Your hand deliver when my heart needs proof. Your hand deliver when the storms break through. Your hand deliver when I'm lost in the truth. Your hand deliver when the tears run long. Your hand delivers and you make me strong. Your hand delivers and it's been so real. Your hand delivers and you help me. I'll keep trusting your promise as the days roll on. I'll keep leaning on grace when my strength feels low. I'll keep holding this truth that has kept me strong. I'll keep walking the path where you let me alone. I'll keep lifting my voice when I feel that strength. I'll keep knowing your presence in the deepest pain. I'll keep following your lead through the unknown. I'll keep resting in the love you've already shown. I was sinking in a season that stole all my calm. Had nights where I wondered if strength still belonged. Felt a weight in my spirit, pressed harder each day. Kept whispering for guidance when I couldn't pray. Found truth in a promise that he won't step aside, even when my emotions kept clashing inside. So I leaned on the scripture that steadies my soul, and trusted that his presence would carry me home. I just hold to his light when the dark tries to speak. When my courage was thin and my breathing gets weak, he reminds me the storms don't decide where I stand. Cause his mercy keeps lifting what fear tries to plan. Every shadow breaks open when his hope appears. Every burden grows lighter when his voice is near. I've been shattered before, but he pulled me upright. Now I'm walking with peace as I hold to his light. There were moments I questioned the path I was on. Felt the pull of exhaustion from battles not gone, but he showed me that progress ain't always in sight. Sometimes healing is hidden and quiet at night. He restored every corner I thought had no cure. Helped me see that his grace makes my foot insecure. Now I rise with a patience I never once knew. Cause the God who redeemed me keeps shaping me new. I just hold to his light when the dark tries to speak. When my courage feels thin and my breathing gets weak, he reminds me that storms don't decide where I stand. Cause his mercy keeps lifting what fear tries to plan. Every shadow breaks open when his hope appears. Every burden grows lighter when his voice is near. I've been shattered before, but he pulled me upright. Now I'm walking with peace as I hold to his light. I remember the mornings I couldn't arise. Felt the ache of uncertainty closing my eyes, but he met me in silence with calm I could feel. Let me know that his kindness is steady and real. Made a promise that failure won't drown out his call, and no weakness can push me too far from it all. So I'm choosing his truth over what doubt creates, and I'm learning that waiting still opens new gates. I just hold to his light when the doubt tries to speak, when my courage feels thin and my breathing gets weak. He reminds me that storms don't decide where I stand, cause his mercy keeps lifting what fear tries to plant. Every shadow breaks open when his hope appears. Every burden grows lighter when his voice is near. I've been shattered before, but he pulled me up right. Now I'm walking with peace as I hold to his light. I've been carried through valleys that felt endless cold, but he guarded my footsteps with strength untold. Placed a calm in my breathing when panic arose. Taught me blessings can bloom when no sunlight shows. Now I look at my journey and see how he stayed. Every step, every struggle, he never delayed. So I thank him for lifting what once weighed me down, and for teaching my spirit to rise from the ground. I just hold to his light when the dark tries to speak, when my courage feels thin and my breathing gets weak. He reminds me that storms don't decide where I stand, cause his mercy keeps lifting what fear tries to plant. Every shadow breaks open when his hope appears. Every burden grows lighter when his voice is near. I've been shattered before, but he pulled me up right. Now I'm walking with peace as I hold to his light. When my vision gets clouded, he clears up my view. When I'm lost in confusion, he pulls me back through. Let his promise surround me when doubts try to rise. Let his truth be the answer to every disguise. If I stumble, his kindness still calls me by name. If I waver, his nearness ignites me again. So I cling to the comfort his scriptures ignite, and I move with assurance while holding his light. I just hold to his light when the dark tries to speak, when my courage feels thin and my breathing gets weak. He reminds me that storms don't decide where I stand, cause his mercy keeps lifting what fear tries to plant. Every shadow breaks open when his hope appears. Every burden grows lighter when his voice is near. I've been shattered before, but he pulled me up right. Now I'm walking with peace as I hold to his light. I'm stepping with confidence, shaped by his care. Every sunrise reminds me his love's always there. I've witnessed his patience rewrite all my pain, seen his guidance bring purpose where lost once remained. So wherever he leads me, I'm choosing his way, letting faith be the anchor that centers my day. And no matter the noise that surrounds every fight, I'll keep going forward while holding his light.
I felt the weight of nights I couldn't see through. Prayers whisper softly, Lord, I'm leaning on you. Storms in my chest trying to drown out the truth, but your light hit my heart, showed me something new. I've been walking through fire, feeling every flame. Still your mercy found me, called me by name. Every tear I shed, you turned into a song. Faith's triumphant spirit keeps me holding on. When the world's pushing down, you lift me higher. Your grace is the air I breathe in the fire. Even broken roads lead me straight to your hand. Faith's triumphant spirit helps me stand. Through the shadows I see your face so clear. Every battle I fight I know you're near. Hope in my heart never running dry. With you I rise, I don't need to hide. Days I felt lost, nights I felt alone. I heard your voice softly say you're never on your own. Chains I wore fell, I felt freedom start. Heal the wounds deep inside my heart. I've been tested and tried, pain hit like a wave. Still I walk in your truth, no longer a slave. Every step I take, I feel heaven's embrace. Faith's triumphant spirit filling every space. When the world pushing down, you lift me higher. Your grace is the air I breathe in the fire. Even broken roads lead me straight to your hand. Faith's triumphant spirit helps me stand. Through the shadows I see your face so clear. Every battle I fight I know you're near. Hope in my heart never running dry. With you I rise, I don't need to hide. I pray for peace, Lord you answer slow. Taught me patience, taught me how to grow. Every
Every scar I own is a story you wrote. Strengthen my soul like a river, it flows. The nights I doubted, the fears I knew, you reminded me your promises are true. The struggle through pain, through tears I cried. Faith, triumph, a spirit never left my side. Mountain down, you lift me higher. Your grace is the air, I breathe in the fire. Even broken roads lead me straight to your hand. Faith, triumph, the spirit helps me stand. Through the shadows I see your face so clear. Every battle I fight I know you're near. Hope in my heart never running dry. With you I rise, I don't need to hide. I see the light, it's breaking through the night. Every fear I face now trembles in your sight. You're the anchor when my soul feels weak. Every word you speak is the peace I see. Life tried to drown me, but I learned to swim. Faith built the bridge where the darkness had been. Now I testify, my spirit can't be tamed. Faith, triumph, and spirit forever I proclaim. Clouds pushing down, you lift me higher. Your grace is the air, I breathe in the fire. Even broken roads lead me straight to your hand. Faith, triumph, the spirit helps me stand. Through the shadows I see your face so clear. Every battle I fight I know you're near. Hope in my heart never running dry. With you I rise, I don't need to hide. I've been low, I've been broken, I've been torn, but your light kept me safe through every storm. Grace in my veins, redemption in my chest. Faith, triumph, and spirit will never rest. You heal my soul, turn my cries to songs. Taught me I belong where my heart is strong. Even in silence I feel your embrace. Victory is mine in every sacred. When the world's pushing down, you lift me higher. Your grace is the air, I breathe in the fire. Even broken roads lead me straight to your hand. Faith, triumph, and spirit helps me stand. Through the shadows I see your face so clear. Every battle I fight I know you're near. Hope in my heart never running dry. With you I rise, I don't need to hide. Faith, triumph, and spirit, it's alive in me. Every step, every breath, you set me free. I walk in your light, no fear can remain. Your love is the anthem in my veins.